Okay, I'm gonna start this off early before I get to the coop. Might not even get to the coop in this one. What happened yesterday evening, I just left, oh, there it is, I see it. I just left the turkey carcass. I put the turkey out for 2 or 3 days for rumple teaser to nibble on. You know, I had it on one side and then I flipped it over on the other side so he could get. And so I left it right here last night, and I thought whatever critter comes and gets it can take it and lick the pan at the same time, so you know, can get all the goodies in there. And so this morning I woke up and the critter had dragged it all the way. Oh, look, I see the bones right there. So yep, I doubt it was rumple teaser. It was probably a possum or a raccoon. I do remember rumple teaser pulling it out last time, pulling it out of the pan. It was cute. I don't know if I showed you that video, or I don't think I even had a video of it now that I'm thinking about it. So here's Stray Cat. I would like to say that I did make a new Feral Women. I made it yesterday. And it's about libraries. So half an hour about libraries was the question of the week. So you can listen to that. There was something I was going to talk about today. Oh, question of the day. Oh, let me say, by the way, it is about 28 degrees Fahrenheit. It is February 9th, I believe, or 10th, 2025. Question of the day, are you into any sports ball games and teams, and do you follow any of that? I don't. Oh, you know what? I see possum tracks right here. So it might have been a possum. See that? It's a possum track. But we do have raccoons around. Raccoons are much more annoying than possums because raccoons are very destructive. And they have a tendency to eat my chickens. We already talked about that. And I think Mila said that, or was it CJS Chicks, said that, I haven't heard from y'all in a few days. Are y'all okay? Well, they said that their possums didn't bother their chickens either, but they did have problems with their raccoons. So I don't want to say my possums don't destroy my chickens. I've just never witnessed it. But I have witnessed raccoons. Plus, raccoons are majorly damaging to stuff. They've damaged my coop. I showed you the damage they did trying to get in there one time. They've done damage in the shed. They've done damage in the garage. They messed up the door to the shed trying to get in there. I got bread for the birdos. Put that out, and again, I don't hate on me if you don't agree with me feeding birds bread. Keep it to yourself. I've heard the arguments and I don't care. I eat a lot of unhealthy things. You eat a lot of unhealthy things. Let the birds eat a lot of unhealthy things. They only live like 3 years. Let them enjoy the short time they're here. So, got chickies here. Door froze shut. Get that open. I don't have the big trap set. I haven't had any damage. So I'm just not setting it. It's too cumbersome to do it when it's cold. And there's our chickies. There's our Molly, the dark one, coming out first. It's only 4 minutes in. I thought this would be longer. Yeah, I don't follow any sports ball teams. At one time, I followed ladies basketball, and now every once in a blue moon, I'll watch a few minutes of it. There's Dolly right there, the lighter colored one, and there's the mother, Henrietta. And I forgot to take in their beans yesterday. So, I have 2 thingies of beans out here, I think. I forgot to take them in. We did have some snow yesterday. Oh, here's the other one. Sorry about spinning you all around there. We did have some snow. It doesn't seem to be too bad. I do think it was enough to make the road slippery, though. And it didn't warm up enough to dry, unless they put ice on the road. I might just... Let's see, the beans. It might be frozen, so... I'll let them eat the rest of the mash. They've really been eating that flock. The last flock I got, I don't think was necessarily for birds. I think it was more like, or at least backyard chickens, I think it was more like wildlife. And they didn't like it. This one they seem to be eating. Here they are eating. So hopefully tomorrow y'all will watch the Feral Women. If you have any topics you want me to touch on Feral Women, looks about 30 degrees in there, let me know. And yeah, you can tell they're eating, it's kind of dark in there. You can tell though they are eating that block. It is going down. So I'm glad to hear about that, because then that's one less thing. Because if I put the bowl in there, they'll defecate in the bowl. And same with the water. That's why I like the nipple feeders. Once I found out about the nipple feeders, I was like, yeah, let me do that. Because then I'm not having to constantly change it. Plus with the nipple water. The nipple water, it's so close, I hang it up, it's so close to the heat source that it doesn't, it usually doesn't freeze. Now, like I said, that other one, it froze, but I had it on a bigger S-hook, so it was further down from the heat source, and that one did freeze. So, but I am keeping an eye on this one, because I've only been using this one for maybe a couple weeks. And so far, it hasn't froze up yet. But it hasn't been as cold either. You know, so we'll see. There's the tipping point where the weather, overrides its closeness to the heat source. But I do think that water, that open water like that, also humidifies the coop and helps retain the heat. Because when you have humid, I learned this a while ago, living in a trailer home, that if you put humidity into the air, it'll retain the heat. It'll make it seem warmer. I don't know how that works scientifically. I don't understand it. Don't care. Just know that a lot of people, not also for dry, because a lot of people get dried out. Look at them. A lot of people get dried out. Their skin, their nose, whatever, mouth. So they put the humidifier in there. But some people put a humidifier in their house in the wintertime to retain the heat. Look at them. Okay, let's play. I think I am going to give them some stuff. We're hitting the 9-minute mark. Let me see. Put you some happy hens. Them are some mealyworms. You see, she's still trying to feed them a little bit. She still does seem to be doing a little bit of like, hey, over here. And they do sit, like most of the time they lay, I've noticed they've laid up against each other. Like they're trying to lay under her, but they're too big. So they lay up next to her. I see they group up together when they're sleeping at night. So anyways, I hope y'all have a good day, and thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. I hope, Mila, I hope everything's okay with you. Thank you. And I would like to tell everybody, Mila named the chickens, the chicks, Molly and Dolly. So make sure, she says she doesn't, I think she said she doesn't have videos out. But she might if you subscribe to her channel. She might be inspired because she has chickens too. And if you live in by her, I think she said she lives in Wisconsin. If you live by her, she says she's selling eggs for only $2 a dozen. At least in Michigan, the prices, that is incredibly low. That's cheaper than most of the places around here. They're selling around here for $3 or $4. And this is a rural area too. So, support her. Support what she's doing. Thank you so much.